fact that I'm recording this video means I have to pause the album, and I don't like that.
This video was formed from a live ostrich.
Hello, I'm here with another album review. I did not think back in 2013 when Big Time Rush took their hiatus that I would be here in 2023 saying the new Big Time Rush album. I thought they were done for good, but here we are. They released their album Another Life this past Friday. I don't know when I'm releasing this video. I'm assuming it'll be in the next couple of days, if not the day that I record, but it was the 2nd. I don't know why I had to look at my watch to figure that out. It was the 2nd. It has been so hard for me to not share my thoughts on Twitter because the members have been tweeting like, oh, what's your favorite song off the album? Like, what are your thoughts? And I wanted to tweet about it, but I was also waiting to post this video. So here we go. Disclaimer time. I'm not a music journalist. I'm not any of that. I don't know shit about shit when it comes to music. I'm just a fan and I like to sing, and that's the extent of my music knowledge. Don't take my opinions as gospel, and on top of that, I would still encourage you to listen to this album, even if there are songs on it that I don't like, but we'll get there when we get there. I honestly don't like trusting music reviews when it comes to should I listen to this album or not. It's just more of like, what do other people think about this thing that I enjoyed or that I didn't enjoy? So I hope you guys kind of have that same mindset when you're watching this video. So first off, I always forget to take notes on this, but I remembered this time. The album cover. I love this album cover. Something that I've noticed with a lot of musicians is they keep some sort of common theme with their album covers. Like Cemetery Sun, they have their logo as a big part of their EPs and their albums. It's the main focus. Big Time Rush, all 4 members have always been in their album covers. And they did that with this album too, and I'm glad they kept that theme, even though they've grown and matured as people and with their music. I'm just glad that they kept that. I'm not sure if that was on purpose or if it wasn't, but either way, I like it. I love the color scheme. I think the placement of the text relative to the guys' faces, it's just a really great album cover. I think it's amazing. Can't get enough. I don't think I listened to this song that much before the album came out, but it's weird because I know most of the words. I had high hopes for this song because it's the name of their tour that I'm seeing them on, but it had to grow on me. In my last album review, when I talked about Stick Up by Heart Attack Man, I said, I feel like the dancing man emoji when I listen to it. And I feel the same way with this one, and when I first turned this album on, I'm like, I really hope that's a common theme throughout this album, and I think it is. This isn't really a note about the song, but it was something that I realized when I was listening to it. When I was like 7 to 9 years old, when Big Time Rush first started, their show started, and their music was starting to be released, it felt like when they sang like love songs, like they were singing to me or like to the fan. You know, they were trying to appeal to their audience, like that kind of thing. Now that we're all 10 years older, it absolutely feels like they're singing these songs to their girlfriend's fiance wife. Yes, yes. James's yes right in the beginning fucking sends me. I think it's so funny. I listened to this album on a Friday morning before work, and it was like right after I had showered that morning. I had a couple Cemetery Sun songs queued for my shower, so when I was listening to the album, I turned on Can't Get Enough, and then the next song was the Cemetery Sun song. I'm like, whoa, this doesn't sound like Big Time Rush. It was such a jump scare. Unlike Can't Get Enough, I loved this song from the first listen. It's such a jam. The music video though, oh my God, I just love the overall vibes of the music video and the song so much. I think my favorite part of this song is the whoa-oh, wanna, whoa-oh, you wanna, whoa-oh, we gonna, whoa-oh. It's fun to sing, it's fun. Speaking of which, I'm going to cover this song. I think my problem and why I didn't cover it sooner is the high notes in the chorus. Let's sing it, I know what you've been thinking, this is more than a feeling. That's hard, that's really hard to do. But the other day I realized in the shower I could just go lower an octave, because I think they actually do that in the song. Let's sink in, I know what you've been thinking, this is more than a feeling, and that feels more comfortable, and that's probably what I'll end up doing. Maybe I'll try to hit those high notes when I cover this song. We'll see. The last note I have for this song is the layered vocals in the bridge is so cover coded. I love doing layered vocals. The part where it's like, never enough. backing vocals on top of each other. I'm definitely...
My next video after this one might be a cover of this song.
I just want to party all the time.
I think this song has definitely grown on me since I first listened to this album. The first time I listened to it, I was in the middle of typing a tweet, so I got distracted and I had to start the song over. I wrote down that the harmony in the pre-chorus is kind of... But I actually really like it, so I don't know what I was thinking there. I don't know why, but a lyric that stood out to me was till I cash out or I pass out.
Till I cash out or I pass out.
I don't know, like, not in a good way or a bad way, but it was just like, oh, that's definitely one of the many lyrics on this album. Me referring to all my other album reviews. I said this in my video about Are We Having Fun by Weathers, but this song is also, it just gives me roller rink vibes.
I just want to party all the time, party all the time. I just want to party all the time.
I feel like this is the most 2013 Big Time Rush song lyrically on the album with a 2023 Big Time Rush sound. Like if someone was like, oh, Big Time Rush is making music again, send me something. I'd probably send them this song because I feel like it's the most, remnant isn't the word I'm thinking of. There's a word I'm thinking of, but I can't think of it. The most similar to 2013 Big Time Rush. I think this is one of my favorites on the album. I'm gonna have one of my lip sync moments. Give me a second.
Can you just let me know why you're so hot and cold? I wanna know the reason. You only call me on the weekends. Either love me or let me go. You say I will, but you don't. I wanna know the reason. You only call me on the weekends.
Where you at tonight? Where you at tonight? I forgot to take notes about my predictions on these songs, but for this one I did write after listening to it that I thought it was gonna have more of a I just want to party all the time kind of vibe lyrically, but after listening to it, I mean, it makes sense. So the last song I did say I would send that to someone if they were like, oh, Big Time Rush makes music again? Like what are they doing? What are they kind of making? But I feel like this song is a very Big Time Rush song. Like this is the kind of music lyrically and musically that I thought they would be making in 2023. I don't agree with any of the notes I took on this song. I'm gonna read them, but this song has definitely grown on me a lot. I really like the chorus, but here are my notes. I think I've heard bad things about this song. Like someone put it low on their ranking. This I still kind of agree with. The chorus doesn't really match the verses at all. No, I don't. It makes sense. It works. What am I talking about? I did listen to this album at like 9 o'clock in the morning, so I think this song is fun. I don't have a lot of thoughts on it, but I think it's fun.
Forget you now.
Okay, choir. I wrote down that this song feels kind of forgettable, but I actually feel like it's the one I remember the most because of that. Like, I've listened to it in the shower for 3 days now. It's Sunday when I'm recording this. And when it comes on, I'm like, is this... No, it's Forget You Now. So somehow I just managed to remember that one the most. And I really like the chorus actually. You play me like a, ooh. You play me like a melody in my head. I can't forget it. I think it'd be cool for like the post-chorus to be like, if they play this song live, a thing for like they would hold out the microphone and have the fans kind of sing. Like, I'll show you. You haunt me like a long lost memory in my head. I can't forget you now. Can't forget you now. Can't forget you now. Like that kind of thing.
Brand new.
Sorry, Big Time Rush. All I can think of is the Ben Rector song. Like when I close my eyes and don't even care if anyone sees me dancing. Like I can fly and I don't even think of touching the ground. This was another song that I kind of just expected a different sound of. I just didn't expect this one to be like a slower... I feel like there's a word in my head that I can't think. Just like a slower song, I guess. I was gonna leave this for the general notes at the end of the album, but I'm just gonna say it. This band's harmonies, unmatched. They're like, with a lot of bands, I like to be like, this band is a chorus band. They have banger choruses. This band is a verse band. I really like their verses. Big Time Rush is a harmonies band. Their harmonies are so good that I can't even recreate them, which I feel like isn't that much of a compliment because I'm really bad at harmonies, but still! I said that this one reminds me of a CapCut template. I'm gonna need to find it when I'm editing this video.
That's alive. Make me feel brand new. Ask you tonight.
only wrote one note about this song, so I'm going to, instead of saying it in the past tense, I will show you what my reaction was like as I was writing these notes. Is this song about Kendall proposing? I think this song is about Kendall proposing. What if I cry? Wow. Literally, that's all I wrote. I think this song is very cute and very pretty. I'll never forget Twitter was like blowing up that day. Mom, I'm making a video. I kind of got distracted again with this song because all I could think of was a quote from The Office. I think we have a sign at work that says this, and that's why it reminded me of it. It's like, I'm not superstitious, I'm just stitious or something like that. I was just saying words. I was kind of not completely mentally there when I listened to this album for the first time. The pre-chorus, oh my god. You're under my skin, never letting you go. Got me drowning in this mattress alone. Fuck! There was like this sound before the chorus that was like, it just like threw me off guard because like, what was that? I wrote down that this song was kind of forgettable to me, but again, it grew on me. What do you mean this is the last song? I just started talking about the album. I mean, I wrote down in my notes I just started the album, but I mean, like, that was in the past. And now we're here. This song made me sad, but in a good way. It's like a We Are kind of situation. Except I was more sad about that song because like I think they played that song in the finale of the show. And I'm like, Big Time Rush is breaking up! Where now it's like, the song, like I get the meaning of it and it's like, wow. I remember somebody on Twitter saying that Another Life is like We Are. It's like a We Are kind of situation. But I was ignoring all of the snippets of the songs that they were teasing before they released the album because I think it's more of an album thing than it is with a single. If there are snippets, I don't want to hear it. I want to go in as blind as I can so I can get real first reactions. I think this is the first album where I have a lot of overall notes. I feel like this is a great comeback album for them. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. I cannot wait to hear these songs live. I will be seeing Big Time Rush in Saratoga, which is in 29 days. Something I noticed with this album that's different from a lot of the albums I've listened to lately is that I don't think there's any like really cool smooth transitions in between songs or like from one song to the next. That's not worth like docking a point or anything, but I just thought that was interesting. I feel like the build up to this album was kind of questionable. On April 4th, they did a BTR day kind of thing, and towards the end of the day, they were just like, new album, June 9th, which they moved forward a week for who knows what reason. I think it might have been because they were on the Today Show. And then they like dropped the track list, the title, and the album cover just on like a random day. And everyone on Twitter was like getting upset with them for that. They did like a little fill-in-the-blank Hangman style game to figure out the track list, which they should have dropped on the same day that they announced the album. So I don't know, I just kind of wish their way of announcing it and going about that was a little bit better. There is not a single explicit song on this album. Let Big Time Rush say fuck. I'm kidding. I mean, they swore in their solo music, so I'm assuming there was probably a reason why they didn't want to swear on their Big Time Rush music. Let Big Time Rush say fuck. So that was my review of Big Time Rush's album, Another Life. If you liked this video, like it, comment down below an album I should review next, an upcoming album, or maybe something that was released recently that I just wasn't on my radar. Hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, share with your friends, all that crazy, wacky, weird, amazing, fun stuff. Thank you so much for watching, and I never know how to end these things.